Hi, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I make videos about books. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. In today's vlog, I decided to do something Taylor Swift related. Please don't unsubscribe if you don't like Taylor Swift. I promise it has to do with books. But Taylor Swift has like over 200 songs, and some of those songs are also book titles. So what I'm doing is I am planning to do read a book with a Taylor Swift song title as a book title, one for each of her albums. She has 10 albums. She owns like 4 or 5 now under Taylor's version. So I am planning to do 10 books with the same title of a song from a Taylor album. Does that make sense? Let me show you the books that I will be reading. I only have 3 so far. This will be a series because I cannot read 10 books for one video. That would be absolutely so stupid. So let me show you the books that I'm reading. The first one is Betty by Tiffany McDaniel. Betty is from the album Folklore. I love folklore. I love all these albums. Like, let's be so serious. Okay. I don't know what this is about. I have heard that it is literary fiction, which I am trying to get into. This does intimidate me. It is pretty long, but I am also very excited about this, and it is out of my comfort zone. So Betty goes with Folklore. The next one is from Reputation, and that's Look What You Made Me Do by Elaine Murphy. I assume that this is a thriller. I am so excited. I'm really into thrillers and romance, so let's see how this goes. I wanted to do, you know, an iconic song from Reputation. There was also another one that I wanted to do, Call It What You Want, but that was YA, and this felt like more like me, so let's do that. And then the last one, the one that I'm starting right now, is from Red, and that's Never Ever Getting Back Together by Sophie Gonzalez. This is YA, but all of Sophie Gonzalez's books are queer. This one in particular is sapphic. So these are the 3 books I will be reading for the Taylor Swift song title, book title vlog. You can expect more than one vlog for this series. So let's get into the vlog. I am 100 pages into Never Ever Getting Back Together. I like the concept of this a lot. Basically, all these girls are on a dating show where they have all been broken up by this prince, and it's like a second chance romance thing. However, so we're following Maya, who absolutely hates Jordy's guts. Jordy is the prince. He cheated on Maya with Sky. Sky is the other main character, and Sky wants to get back with Jordy. Sky was the one that Jordy cheated on with Maya, like Maya and Jordy were together, and he cheated on Maya with Sky. And Sky doesn't know that Jordy and Maya were in a relationship. So the only thing I am not liking about this so far is all the girl hate, and I like completely understand that that's like the whole concept, but like my feminism is sad. So obviously women are competing against each other for a man, and that means that there will be girl hate, but like it's a lot of miscommunication because like Maya told Sky that Jordy cheated on her with Sky, and Sky doesn't believe her. She like believes Jordy, which like believe women. So that is really the only thing I am not liking so far is the girl hate. But like, this is YA. I completely understand that. It is older YA. Like it feels like this could be an adult novel. I actually double checked, but it is still Wednesday Books, which is a YA imprint. But all of the characters are 18 and over, and they're all drinking because they're in a country that allows everyone to drink at 18. So like it does feel very mature, except for the whole girl hate thing. So that is how I feel 100 pages in. We shall see. And like I said so many times, I'm not really into YA anymore, but this cover And just this title for the Taylor Swift video, just like, I had to do it, you know, like I had to. I am 75% into Never Ever Getting Back Together. This is very fine. It could be because it's YA, but honestly, it's older YA. So like, I don't know why it's not hitting for me, but this just feels very meh. It could honestly be the audiobook. There are two different narrators for Maya and Sky, but they feel exactly the same. Like they sound exactly the same. Also, Maya and Sky, besides like the audiobook narrators sounding the same, feel like the same character. Like, I don't know. It's just so... I usually love Sophie Gonzalez's books, YA. Like they're all queer and they're all great, but for some reason, this just is not working for me. This feels like it's going to be a 3-star. I have like an hour left of the audiobook at my speed, so I am going to finish it, but it is just like, it's a book that I am reading, unfortunately. I finished Never Ever Getting Back Together, and like I predicted, it was a very fine book. I am going to give this 3 stars and I will be unhauling it. It sucks because like this cover is everything. And obviously I got it to do this Taylor Swift video. But here's the thing. I love revenge plots, but I contain multitudes. And although some of my favorite books contain the like Bachelor style TV show, for this one it didn't work for me. I wish it were set in college or like a sorority or something like that, but for some reason like this style TV show did not work for me. Also, I just did not care about Maya and Sky's relationship, which isn't normal for me with sapphic relationships, but like I just felt nothing with them. So unfortunately, I feel like this should have been a skip. And I even said earlier this year that I was done buying YA, but I had pre-ordered this. So I figured I would never read this unless I put it into some type of vlog video. And luckily, because it's Never Ever Getting Back Together from the album Red, this worked for this video. But if you are not into YA, I honestly would not recommend this. Like the chemistry between Maya and Sky, I did not feel it. I was gonna say 45 minutes. I'm doing sprints. No. I'm 26% into Look What You Made Me Do by Elaine Murphy. I have not read from this author before, but I'm liking this so far. I have not read My Sister the Serial Killer, but I assume that this is what this book is about because this this main character's sister is a serial killer and she is helping her sister bury the bodies. So what has happened is she has helped her sister do several bodies, but the sister just killed her coworker and helped, you know, bury and whatever. And now I'm at a part where all the bodies have been found. But the serial killer sister is like very excited about this. But the, you know, accomplice sister is like, we are gonna get caught. So that is where I am now. It is a super fast read. I am enjoying it. Although I don't think it's like anything super special right now. And I like I said, I have not read My Sister the Serial Killer, but like I'm sure it feels like that book, which is really interesting. I am 67% into Look What You Made Me Do. It is very okay. So what's happened now is that the main character's sister, who is the serial killer, is now missing. And that's really what the plot is. And it is just okay. I finished Look What You Made Me Do. and it was not good, y'all. I did not like this, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was only listening to it. Normally I listen and read along, but I truly just did not care about this book. I liked it in the beginning. The beginning got me. I mean, the sister is a serial killer and the main character is helping her hide the bodies. Like, it sounds so good, right? And then it goes completely off the rails. Like, unbelievable, not good, so stupid, nothing like the Taylor Swift song. So at like 89%, I really stopped listening. Like, I finished it technically, but I was pretty checked out of this, and I ended up only giving this 2 stars. I absolutely do not recommend this for a thriller. Like, there's so many better thrillers out there, and I know that this author has another book out, and I really like the cover, and I almost chose it for a project with Bree from 4 Paws in a Book. Like, that's how much I like the cover. We were picking each other books just based on the cover, but I decided against it, and I probably won't pick up anything else by this author because that's just like how bad this book was. So like, so far this Taylor Swift project is not going great because I did not love Never Ever Getting Back Together either, but I just think that that should have been adult, like, and this just was not good overall. So I am hoping that Betty is good, but Betty is completely out of my comfort zone. Also, the audiobook is so long and it just feels like super scary when audiobooks are over like 10 hours. So we will see, but honestly, this is not going well so far. I am 31% into Betty. It's out of my comfort zone. We are following Betty, and we're following her whole entire life. Her mother is white, her father is Cherokee, and she is 7 right where I am now, and her father and Betty have been experiencing a lot of racism. She is growing up in Appalachian, Ohio, which is really interesting. A couple things that I'm not liking personally. This is very religious. Every single chapter starts with a Bible verse. If you've been here for a while, you know that that kind of makes me uncomfortable. That's not my vibe. However, I can say that this is really well written. So I have decided not to DNF this yet. This could be a DNF. Like, it's so completely out of my comfort zone. The Bible verses, all these, like, listen, I don't ever want to DNF a book ever. However, this project is a little different because I'm not picking up things that, like, I personally would be interested in because it is a separate project based on Taylor Swift songs. So it is different. I will be listening to more tonight. Also, this book is the audiobook is 18 hours, which is just like, I want my audiobooks to be 8 hours. So it's 10 hours more than my comfort zone, but that's fine. It's fine. It is a good audiobook. I feel like this could be a good book. The reviews on this book on Goodreads are astronomical, and some of the people that I know who like exclusively read horror somehow also read this and loved it. It's not making sense to me because I'm not loving it. So I'm letting you know right now that this could be a DNF only because I read for enjoyment only, and I am not enjoying my time reading it. So stay tuned. I never want to DNF a book, but there are certain things about it that aren't flying. So we'll see. Hey, so I made it 54% into Betty when I decided to DNF it. This was just not the book for me. So like I said in my previous clip, we are following Betty from birth until, I guess, the end of her life. And I made it to when she was about 9 or something, but it is dealing with a lot of hard topics that I don't necessarily ever want to read about. Things including rape and incest. Like, I do not, that is not a vibe that I personally want to read. So DNF this. This did not go well, as you can see. Did not like really any of these books, but I will still continue to read 10 books for this, one for each Taylor album. So I have 7 more albums to go. So I read Look What You Made Me Do and gave this 2 stars. This was from Reputation. Did not like this. Never Ever Getting Back Together was 3 stars. This is from Red, Taylor's version. 3 stars, didn't really like this. And then of course I DNF'd Betty. This is from Folklore. Also did not like this. So I really didn't like any of these, but we will persist and I will keep doing this because I just like this idea in general and think I could find like a hidden gem with a Taylor Swift title and a book title. So we're gonna keep doing it. So thanks for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye.
Losing time.